What is going on, funky people? Funky Bafferon here, bringing you guys an OU Gen 8 Crown Tundra match. Basically, I have not uploaded in a while, I know that, but I have been loving, absolutely loving the meta recently. The game has been really fun to play. You know, with Gen 6 and 7, it's been difficult to say the least to endure things like Z moves and megas, but I think the game is really balanced right now. I think OU's at a really good place in terms of like offense and defensive teams, really thriving. And I'm kind of reminded, this gen kind of reminds me of Gen 5. I think Gen 5 was kind of the same with how it was balanced. And in Gen 5, so many threats were introduced, like Landorus T, which I have on my team. Speaking of which, my team is actually on the right. I'm the swag machine. If you see me on ladder, just know you're getting bopped. Unless you're really good, maybe you'll just bop me, who knows. Anyways, as I was saying, I love the meta, and I think this game really represents how competitive the meta can be right now, and displays that. So anyways, my team consists of Moltres, which is specially defensive with Mystical Fire and Scorching Sands and Defog. That thing really threatens his team, and it's going to be really important because the Ferrothorn on his team is a big threat. I mean, if you look at my opponent's team, he's got so much defensive presence with Mandibuzz, Galarian Slowking, and Slowbro, and this Ferrothorn. I'm basically like scared as heck because I know his spikes on his Ferrothorn is really gonna ruin my team with how much regen stall he can do between switching between his Slowking and his Galarian Slowking, or Slowbro and Galarian Slowking. Anyways, back to my team. My Magearna is actually Assault Vest, and I know that's gonna be doing a lot of offensive presence on his Slowking. So I also have a Toxapex. Toxapex is really good at absorbing hits from something like Urshifu. That Urshifu on his team is the only offensive but an insane offensive threat. Little side note here, this is actually when Urshifu was not banned. I know I'm going to be uploading this after Urshifu got banned, but this is a really good game. I had to upload it. So my Latios on my team is my kind of a Urshifu equivalent. It's my powerhouse. It destroys things with Draco. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Latios Draco, SMACKS Draco is completely underrated. It destroys teams without fairy types, like my opponent right here. And my Lando has Rocky Helmet with attack and defense investment, and my Rillaboom, excuse me, is banded with that Grassy Glide. You know the vibes of that Adam and Grassy Glide, that 572 attack. It's absolutely a slaughter fest. So anyways, yeah, real quick about my opponent's team. I need to get his Garchomp to not get up rocks because it's going to really mess with me. I need to use Moltres against that, and I need to use Moltres against his Ferrothorn, as I mentioned. And like I said, his Slowking and Slowbro are really going to be a problem if they are allowed to regen me, so I need to status them ASAP. And let's get into this game. Alright. So my opponent is going to start off with his Slowking, and I'm going to start off with my Magearna. I know Magearna is not really going to do much to the Slowking at full health, so I need to go into Moltres immediately and burn. He's going to play it safe and go into Ferrothorn because he doesn't really know what Magearna said I am, and my Moltres is just going to stay in and go for that Mystical Fire. Now that's going to hit his Garchomp, who takes it reasonably well, takes about 16% from it, so I'm thinking it's got a little HP investment as he goes straight for the rocks. Now this is important because my Lando kind of hard counters his Chomp, but then I find out here that his Chomp has Toxic, so I'm thinking, okay, there's a timer right now, and I need to stand for only a short amount of time, and so does he, because he probably doesn't have much to hit me. So instead of waiting around, I'm going to switch right out into my Latios as he switches into his Ferrothorn. I think that was a really nice double, or not really double, but a predictive switch on me, and then I'm going to hit this thing with a SMACKS Mystical Fire, which one-hit KOs it. Unfortunate for my opponent, he didn't have any SPDF investment on that bitch, so tough to see, but he's going to go straight into his Slowking, which is going to take that Mystical Fire because I'm pretty sure this thing is AV with full special defense investment. As you'll see, my Magearna modest 252 special attack Flash Cannon does only 15%, so this thing is an absolute tank, and I need to be chipping at it as much as I can. So I go into Magearna, I'll take a Flamethrower from the Slowking. Does a little not too bad. I got AV, so I'm chilling too. It's just the AV mons out here going against each other. I'm gonna go right into my Moltres with Volt Switch on the future sight, so I can roost up after, because I need to negate his future sights as much as I can, because that freaking Slowking Slowbro combo is just gonna keep firing them. I don't got a dark type. I'm really weak to future sight, to be honest with you. So basically, he's gonna start sending off Sludge Bombs. The first one gets a crit, Doesn't matter too much. I'm gonna go for the Scorching Sands, and I got the very first burn. Very fortunate for me as he goes for Future Sight. And my defog is gonna come because I know he's getting into regen range where he's gonna want to switch out, and I need to start getting rid of these rocks so he can't just regen stall me with hazards being up on my side, because I really don't have much regen stall. My Landorus is toxic. My Moltres just got poisoned right here, so I kind of need to stay in and take this Future Sight chip as well. Thankfully, he's really not able to kind of 1v1 my Moltres here. I'm just too I just tipped him too much with Magearna earlier, so he's gonna go out into his Garchomp. I'm gonna switch right out into Landorus again, which basically walls this thing as we saw earlier, as he goes right back for the rocks. Obviously I just defogged, so he's gonna switch to Garchomp as soon as he can. Then finally on his on his Stealth Rock turn, he's gonna switch out into Slowbro, and then I'm gonna use my own Stealth Rocks. I'm not gonna stay in here, or sorry, I am gonna stay in here. I'm gonna go for the Toxic, and I'm gonna miss. So that is a real bummer, because now I'm taking serious damage from Toxic on my own Lando. He's gonna go for Future Sight. I gotta go into Magearna, who is prepped to take a Future Sight. Not too bad. He's gonna go into the Slowking on that, on my switch into Magearna, and I'm just gonna go into the Volt Switch. This Slowking is taking some nice chip from the rocks and burn. Thank goodness, because this thing is insanely good against my team. I'm gonna Volt Switch out into Latios. Latios is an absolute beast. It takes this Future Sight and a Flamethrower from the Slowking, takes like 30% from it all, and is able to just threaten the shit out of my opponent with a Draco. I'm telling you guys, Latios is so underrated as an OU threat. It's like top 3 OU threats. I mean, with Spectrier currently on the suspect list, getting suspect tested, I mean, it's looking good. So anyways, on his switch into Mandibuzz, I know he's gonna take a Draco. I'm gonna go into Magearna as he U-turns. Good play by my opponent to U-turn out into his Garchomp. His Garchomp's gonna go straight for the Earthquake. I need to get Moltres in here, and I'm pretty sure he has a Stone Edge. He does. It's all good though. You know, I can take a loss. I've already knocked out 2 of his defensive walls, so I'll go right back out into Latios here. Nothing on his team outspeeds my Latios, because his team is so damn defensive. So this thing is really showing its offensive prowess right now. Just doing, what was that, 68 to that Mandibuzz? Yeah, just demolishing that thing. And then at -2, doing 53 to this likely fully defensive invested Slowbro. Man, I can't vouch for my boy Latios enough. So on his teleport, I'm gonna switch into my Rillaboom. My Rillaboom needs to, I just need to be as offensive as I can with my switches. And my Rillaboom's gonna be able to outspeed this Mandibuzz, go for the superpower, and knock that boy out. He kind of had to sack his Mandibuzz there. I get it, because now it's time for his big bad beast, the boy that is now banned, Urshifu, to come in on my minus defense drop because I use superpower. I'm gonna go into Lando because I need to get a little chip on this thing. I'm thinking I can knock it out with Grassy right here, but unfortunately, a Grassy Glide here. But unfortunately, my Rillaboom is not able. That was I'm sorry, that was really early, but hey, I mean, I think I got him in damage roll here. Really unfortunate. My Rillaboom is not able to KO this Urshifu with Grassy Glide because of the, I'm pretty sure that was because of the grassy terrain. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Anyways, his Urshifu knocks me out. I need to go into Latios, which I don't know if it outspeeds, but I'm pretty damn certain, because that Wicked Blow one-hit KO'd my Rillaboom after rocks, and I'm pretty sure that Rillaboom is banded. So I'm gonna go for the Draco. Completely smokes this Slowbro, takes 80% of its health, but he's gonna go into Urshifu. I'm thinking he's going for the Sucker Punch, so I'm gonna go into Toxapex, but I'm thinking he either predicted that or like faked a Scarf. I have no idea, you guys. But yeah, he's gonna go for the Wicked Blow. It is 57, so I'm sure this thing is banded at this point. So I'm gonna go out into Magearna on the very last turn here. I'm thinking, okay, if I can go out into Magearna, get some regen with Pex, I should be able to live this this Wicked Blow, even though this thing is probably banded. I did 57.5 or something last time. It does 55. I think my opponent gets a min damage roll, excuse me. Really fortunate from me. I'm pretty sure he could have KO'd me quite easily, but thank freaking goodness. My boy, fully defensive Toxapex lives, hits this thing with his, hit that Urshifu with a Scald. Garchomp comes in, EQs me, but yo, Latios, the actual threat in OU, you guys. Watch out for this thing when Spectrier probably gets banned, because it's an absolute powerhouse. And that's gonna be GG for my opponent as I outspeed the Garchomp. Hit that thing with the Draco. Thank God I missed. I did not miss, dude. If I had missed there, I'd probably not be uploading this right now. But hope you guys enjoyed that game. Like I said, I think that one kind of showcased how, really competitive the scene is right now, the showdown or 6v6 scene, whatever you want to call it. I think, like I said, there's a lot of balance going around, and a lot of mons are kind of in and out of rotation. There's a lot of fun teams you can run with support from really nice defensive cores like Slowbro and Galarian Slowking, Pex and Moltres, you know, Corviknight, and what else? Rhyperior, I guess. You know, there's a lot of good defensive and offensive cores. So anyways, I'm rambling at this point. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment. Do you guys prefer Latios or Latias? I am a huge Latios boy. Team Latios all the way. I mean, it's just the harder hitter, and blue is superior to red. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you next time.